Scentland, the land of scent. Hello and welcome everybody. Chris back with yet another fragrance review, and as you can tell from the location, from the setting I'm in, it's going to be all about a classy, stylish fragrance again today, released by the house of Aramis, sub-brand basically of the Estée Lauder group. Aramis in the year of 1984, so it's an old-timer, and it's called Tuscany per Uomo. Okay, and this version, this is not the vintage version, this is the gentleman's collection version, which came around 2008, so more than 10 years ago, together with all the classy Aramis ones, JHL, Devin 900 and Havana and everything. This came out as well, and this very bottle is still very stylish, very classy, and they kept the design of the original label there. Tuscany per Uomo. Now, this is interesting because Tuscany per Uomo, first you start with an English, okay? It doesn't say Toscana per Uomo, it says Tuscany per Uomo, because per Uomo for the man, or for men, basically. So it starts with English and then continues in Italian. But okay, it's fine with me, because the fragrance itself is just simply fantastic, okay? So, you know, I don't go into details in regards to give it another shot, the bottle itself, because as I say, it's the gentleman's collection, and you know, all the gentleman's collections bottles are the same, except obviously for their labels. Okay, so Tuscany per Uomo, 1984. What a year, by the way. It smells like the decade it came out, but it does so in a very cozy, charming, inviting, laid-back, extremely stylish manner, okay? How's it achieved that? It starts off definitely very lemony, okay? It's a combination between lemon, lime, and bergamot, okay, which gives you this ripe lemon feel, this, you know, sunshiny lemon. It's not that piercing yuzu type of lemon, okay? It's not sharp. It's also not sharp because immediately you sense that there's a herbal quality, you know, emerging, and it's green. It's a bit leathery, but mostly the spiciness. It's just, if I have to categorize this as an aromatic, spicy fragrance, okay? So the aromatic aspects you can, after the lemony start, which actually the lemon continues for a long while in this one, but the tarragon, the basil, the lavender, beautiful lavender, and together with the tarragon, the basil, the lavender, give this a wow, a sunshiny countryside in Italy type of feeling. Toscana, okay? Toscana. It's one of the most beautiful places in the world. I've been there. I've been there a long time ago. My good God Almighty, I've been there in 1991, exactly 1991, 30 years ago, in Firenze and all the surrounding areas there, Siena, and you have San Marino there. So it's a very Cinque Terre. It's a very very rustical, very much the heart of Italy. Okay, not only if you look at the map, but the culture as well. It's extremely charming, extremely classy, very welcoming. I mean the cuisine, the kitchen there, the people there. But I'm gonna come to that, okay? Because why do I mention this? Because I could list you the notes here, but that's not really, the note breakdown is not really what this fragrance is all about, okay? This fragrance is about the feeling of Toscana, okay? And this is why it's very well named, obviously. They did a great job when they called this Toscana or Tuscany per Uomo. because it's really embodying the joy of life in a sunshiny countryside scenario, okay? It goes on and it gives you some, the ladder and the lemon and the basil and the tarragon just go on and on and on and on. Maybe some additional spices. Sometimes I feel like clove is in there, but I'm not sure if that's listed. Definitely you have ladder, definitely you have patchouli, definitely you have oak moss. Okay, so they're all dancing around. There's maybe some amber in here because it's very warm. It has a warmth that is, and just a tiny little bit of sweetness, as if some cinnamon was dancing around. But I'm not sure. I'm not reading this from a list or memorizing the note breakdown from Fragrantica. I'm just giving you my simple, straightforward impressions of the fragrance, okay? And how it smells. And the lemon continues. The lemon continues very much like the lemon in Pour Homme by Yves Saint Laurent from 1971. But, and here's the but, there is one note here that, apart from all of the other notes that I mentioned, you have to kind of single out, and it's the anise. The anise here is something that, along with the lemon and the lavender and the tarragon and basil and the ladder and the oak moss, they're dancing around like nice classical music, but the anise is sort of standing out the most without being too pushy. But it's definitely giving a straightforward character to this fragrance, and many compare this to Azzaro Pour Homme, okay, from 1978. Yeah, if you want to, there is a comparison, but this has a much more versatile blend. This is a much more versatile composition, in my opinion. It's a bit less barbershoppy, although it promotes the lavender, which gives it this barbershoppy kind of feeling as well. But this is more, it's more lemony, okay? It's more herbal. It's less lavender, anise, barbershop type of oak moss powderiness. It's more the sunshiny, lemony, herbal, lavender, anise, lime, lemon feeling, if you want, you know? It's sunshiny. But if you want, yes, it does remind you a little bit of the anise that is swirling around so beautifully blended in Azzaro Pour Homme. And to me, the lemon is very much reminding me of, the way it's done, it's reminding me of the Yves Saint Laurent Pour Homme from 1971, okay? So, you can tell it's a very, very interesting fragrance. But again, what I really want to highlight is the laid-backness of this, because it does not take itself too seriously. Azzaro Pour Homme can come at you a bit too serious, in my opinion. This one is a laid-back fragrance, okay? You enjoy this with friends. This is, to me, a more outdoorsy fragrance. I see, when I smell this fragrance, I see a long table, a long wooden table, all, you know, full with cutlery and food and nice grapes, also nice vegetables, nice meat, great wine. We're going to come to that, and that's the overall scenery I'm getting when I'm smelling this. Okay, and performance-wise, I don't know. I haven't smelled the original, the vintage one of this one. And based on what Aramis was doing with the other ones, Aramis 900, Devin, JHL, Aramis, Havana, it's fairly along the lines of the vintage ones, just a little bit dialed back, in my opinion. Like Havana is not exactly the same like the Havana vintage. Devin is not exactly the same like the original Devin, and all that. So it's a little bit dialed back in its potency, I would say. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is as potent as the vintage Tuscany per Uomo, okay? But still, this is a fantastic, sunshiny, friendly. This is the Italians around that area, and in general, I love the Italians, as you know probably. very friendly, very welcoming, just embracing people, and especially around that area, and the beauty of the landscape just adds to that, and the beauty of the food and the wine just adds to that. Okay, so this is a pure Italian feeling of well-being bottled. Okay, everything that you want in there. It's like almost like a postcard from Toscana, from Tuscany. Okay, so it totally achieves its name. Okay, and so I'm going to leave you with that. Age-wise, okay, I don't really want to categorize this, but obviously I think it's probably more for 30 and above. I don't necessarily see a 20-year-old rocking this because it just doesn't fit. You have to have some sort of first of all, some sort of a clothing style to it. So I would say casual, elegant, something like I'm today, like not overdone, but still a little bit. And some experience in life in order also to be able to appreciate this, okay, the complexity of the blend, okay. So I'm not talking from a high horse, but like a good cigar or a nice wine, it requires some sort of a taste that you have been building up for yourself throughout the decades of your life, okay. So that's how you would approach this fragrance, okay. Tuscany per Uomo. It's still difficult for me to say the English version. Tuscany, okay. Toscana per me, but never mind. Tuscany per Uomo. And last but not least, another beauty from Toscana, my favorite wine. Finally, I got a hold of a bottle. Clemente Sette. A beautiful Sangiovese Chianti straight from Toscana. Chianti classico, Clemente Sette. Grazie ragazzi, and see you soon for another review. Take care, bye bye.